There are things that age very poorly, but there are other things that become like fine wine and usually don't have this effect. Yu Yu Hakusho, the more time passes, the better it seems. The story is good, the characters are strong and charismatic, the battles are sensational, and it knew when to stop. To begin discussing Yu Yu Hakusho, we have to understand the context, the origin from where it came, and understand that Yusuke Urameshi was much more of a juvenile delinquent than we remember. The guy was 14 years old and was a delinquent. In the manga, he smoked, lifted girls' skirts, he was a troublemaker, meaning he wasn't the usual well-behaved protagonist we have in anime. However, in an act of altruism, he saves a child who was about to be run over by a car. And this confuses the viewer. As he saved the child in an act of altruism, does he go to heaven or hell? And this doubt remains. All this story comes from the mind of Yoshihiro Togashi. It is said that it's challenging to enter the manga industry, a highly competitive market because, perhaps you don't know, but every manga in Japan is serialized in Weekly Shonen Jump, which is basically an almanac where all the stories of the week are published, all the upcoming stories are there, all mixed, and usually, it brings some weekly chapters. But there's a small problem because there's internal competition. Just think. You go there to launch a new story, you're competing with Dragon Ball, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. It's heavy, right? But there's a category for newcomers that provides incentives to new mangas, those people who create mangas that emerge. But to enter is one thing, to stay there is a problem because it depends on readers' votes. On December 3, 1990, the manga of Yu Yu Hakusho was released. Togashi wanted this manga to be more focused on the story, with character development and deep dialogues. But he remembered that he needed to garner votes, so he added fights and developed them after Chapter 30. After the manga's release, the anime was produced in 1992. The anime was co-produced by Fuji Television, Yumiko Advertising, and Pierrot Studio. It's not strange that, as I mentioned about Togashi, he did not participate at all in the anime. He just watched it with us and expressed his satisfaction with the final result. However, he did not involve himself in the production of the work, as he claimed to be exhausted and tired due to his involvement in the manga's production. Did you know there are some differences between the manga and the anime? In the manga, Yusuke is much more of a delinquent than in the anime. He smokes considerably. However, this characteristic was altered to avoid influencing children on television. Another notable difference is Yusuke's mother in the anime, who seems to cry in some episodes. In the manga, she appears more and even participates in the Dark Tournament. There is also the inclusion of Yusuke's father in the manga, who was not present in the anime. As for the ending, the kiss between Yusuke and Keiko, present in the anime, never existed in the manga. In the manga's ending, Yusuke returns to Earth and opens a ramen stand, without the touch of a happy ending. The product continues to age, improving over time. Until 2013, 50 million copies have been sold in Japan alone, and this number increased to 78 million by 2022. In 2021, TV Asahi, a renowned television network in Japan that broadcasts anime, conducted a poll, and Yu Yu Hakusho ranked 17th on the list of the greatest mangas of all time, according to them. The top 5 were One Piece, Demon Slayer, Slam Dunk, Detective Conan, and Dragon Ball. Furthermore, the anime received recognition by winning the Anime Grand Prix, being voted the best anime in 1994 and 1995, and securing second place in 1993, losing only to Sailor Moon. In the Philippines, the anime was named Ghost Fighter and outperformed the country's most successful soap opera in terms of viewership. In Brazil, the anime was a success, standing out for its dubbing, which is remembered to this day. In summary, Yu Yu Hakusho's journey continues to leave its mark even years after its initial release. The commercial success, with millions of copies sold, and recognition in polls and awards highlight the lasting influence of the work. The anime, known not only in Japan but in various parts of the world, received praise for both its engaging plot and the quality of its dubbing, becoming a classic that remains in the memories of fans. Despite these triumphs, we cannot ignore the recurring criticism related to its conclusion. The ending of the story, deemed controversial by some, remains a point of discussion among enthusiasts of the work. However, this ambivalence does not diminish the overall positive impact that Yu Yu Hakusho has had on the anime and manga scene globally. In retrospect, it is evident that Yu Yu Hakusho is not just a milestone in the world of anime, but a narrative that transcends generations, winning new audiences over time. Thus, the saga of Yusuke Urameshi and his companions continues to resonate, providing fans with a timeless and immersive experience worthy of recognition as a lasting classic in the Japanese animation universe.